Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get this game started in a few short minutes. Come on down, get yourself signed up. It is week 2 of season 60 of NYC Trivia League, which means it is an excellent time to get yourself signed up for the league. You can do that on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. When you get to the website, it's going to ask you for a team name, followed by an email address, and then you'll find a drop-down menu that asks you whether you are or are not a part of the league. If you're already in the league this season, thank you for playing last week and welcome back. If you're not signed up yet, now is an excellent time to simply say, yeah, I'm in the league. Then what's going to happen going forward is every time you play, we'll make sure that we keep track of your scores over on our website at nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Then at the end of our 10-week season, we're going to crown a winning team for season 60. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 categories are question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final theme of the night, that's when we get to the picture round. So that means, of course, the majority of our game is made up of these question and answer style rounds. And here's how they're going to work. I will ask you a question out loud. As I ask that question, it is going to pop up in writing on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning that you will be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of those questions may have multiple choice options. The vast majority are going to be short answer in their structure. It is your goal then to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then to click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer runs out. Every single question in these first 3 rounds is going to be accompanied by a countdown timer. So just make sure that you always click submit answers before it's too late. Let's say you're entering in a response and you realize you have a spelling error in there and you want to fix it. Go ahead, change it. Or maybe a brainwave hits you and you now know the correct answer and you were wrong before. Please feel free to update your response as long as there's still time left on that timer, and make sure that with any updates to your response that you click submit answers again so that I have your most up-to-date answer over here. In regards to spelling errors, please do your best to spell things correctly, but I can see what you put as your responses. So if I can tell you're on the right track, but you just spelled something a little bit funky, I will make sure that you get the points that you deserve to have during the game. If you're just joining, hi, welcome. I'm Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. Thank you so much for being here. And you can get signed up for the game by coming to this fully interactive virtual answer sheet. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. When you get to the website, you'll notice what we're looking for are a few basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name, followed by an email address. And lastly, we want to know, are you in the league? Do you want to be in the league? Get signed up tonight by saying, yeah, I'm in the league. And we'll keep track of your score every single time you play. And in fact, let's see what happened last week in our first game of season 60. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Last season's champions, who should have some emoji crowns here today. I'll check in a moment. Fingers crossed that went through for you all. They're in the lead at the moment with a perfect score last week, and there's a 3-way tie for second between Team 578, the Oslo Condition, and We Drink and We Know Things, with the Rubber Yolks and Nando team rounding out the 10th spot thus far this season. If you don't see yourself up here, or you want to see a full listing of those standings, head on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. We're going to get started with our first round of tonight's game in just a moment here. So if you haven't already, get signed up by coming to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and entering in that team name, email address, and letting us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. Back to the structure of our quiz this evening. Once we get through those first 3 rounds that are question and answer style categories, we're going to get to that picture round. The picture round is structured differently than our first 3 topics, so I'm going to wait until we get to that point of the quiz to explain it in detail. So no need to worry about it at the moment. I'll walk you through it when it's important. Before we dive into round 1, I do have 2 simple rules that I kindly ask that you all abide by here tonight. Rule number 1, the most important rule of trivia: there's no cheating in trivia. Please do not look the answers up. I know you can. Don't do it. That's not why we're here. Let's find out what you know, not what you're capable of asking ChatGPT, etc. Don't let the robots win. Number 2, please don't give away the answers in the chat. Genuinely, always love hearing from you in the chat. So please keep the conversation flowing throughout the night. Just refrain from ruining things for others by giving away the answers. And with that, we're going to dive right on into our first category of the evening. This is your last opportunity to get signed up for the game before we dive into round number 1. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in that team name, email address. Let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. And you will be joining these 44 wonderful teams. From our first team to get signed up here tonight, Ghost of the Mountains, down to our most recent sign up, a tribe called Questions. Well, welcome to those 2 teams and every team in between. Best of luck on the quiz this evening. Let's do it, everybody. Round 1 tonight is in the category of bananas. We're talking bananas in this first round. Here we go. Round 1. Question number 1. The Double Dipped Frozen, the George Daddy, and the GOB were offerings at what family's original frozen banana stand on the TV series Arrested Development? Name that family. They keep their money in that banana stand. It's the Bluth's banana stand. Bluth's original frozen banana stand. Oh, moving right into number 2. What retailer, owned by The Gap, originally had Travel and Safari Clothing Company as part of its name when it was founded in 1978? This being a banana themed round, almost every team put together that your answer is Banana Republic. Not quite as social. On to our third question of the night. What artist designed the cover art for the 1967 album The Velvet Underground and Nico, originally featuring a single banana that was a peelable sticker? A solid start to the game. Almost everyone knew it's Andy Warhol who designed that cover art. I guess now the ones that have a peelable banana are collector's items. So if you have one, hold on to it or sell it. Question 4. The minions of Despicable Me fame are obsessed with bananas, and it is one of the few discernible English words that they speak in what language? What's that minion language? Got some really good answers coming in. Appreciate your guesses. To the teams who put Minish or Minglish, love it, like where your head is at. I'm sorry to say that's not the answer. That fictional language is called Minionese. Minionese. 62% of you got that one right. On to question number 5 in this banana themed round. In what 2005 single from Gwen Stefani does she spell out the word bananas? It's bananas, Bananas. That song is Holla Back Girl. Your correct answer for number 5. 91% got that right. Question number 6. Named for the 6th Duke of Devonshire, what banana cultivar is the most commonly sold banana variety? There are actually a lot of different banana varieties, but this one is the most commonly sold. There used to be the most popular type of banana called the Gros Michel or Big Michael banana. And that one went extinct in the 1920s due to a disease. Cavendish is your answer here. The Cavendish banana, also in danger of going extinct if anything should happen to them. They need humans in order to reproduce. 4 more questions in this banana round. Here's number 7. Deo, the Banana Boat song, and what other song by Harry Belafonte are featured on the soundtrack to the 1988 movie Beetlejuice? We've got Deo, the Banana Boat song featured on the Beetlejuice soundtrack. The other song by Harry Belafonte that can be found on the Beetlejuice soundtrack, we see Lydia dance to it at the end. It is Jump in the Line, in parentheses, Shake Senora. Either of those going to get you the point there. 60% of you got that one right, and I would bet that many of you recognized that this one covered our hint for the season, or pardon me, not hint, our theme for the season. Every single game that we bring you in season 60 of this virtual quiz, the wonderful Catherine O'Hara is going to come up in some way, shape, or form. There she is, right there, singing this song. Our next question in this round, number 8. Banana, the Burmese python, was draped across the shoulders of what pop star during a 2001 VMAs performance? Banana, the name of a Burmese python that was draped across the shoulders of none other than Britney Spears is your correct response. So let us see. How did you do? Britney Spears wearing that python. 89% of you got it right. We're doing well in this first round. 2 more questions, though. Let's see how you do on number 9. What Ferrera Candy Company product, introduced in 1982, is made up of crunchy candies in the shape, color, and flavor of bananas, cherries, strawberries, oranges, and limes? Shaped like, colored like, flavored as bananas, cherries, strawberries, oranges, and limes. They're runts. Runts, your correct answer for number 9. Banana Runts fans out there? I know they're a divisive part of that bunch. I like them. I'll go for a banana runt. I want to know in the chat if you got feelings about them. At number 10, a symbol of the Roaring Twenties, what American-born French performer became a sensation in 1927 at the Folies Bergère in Paris, in which she wore a skirt made from artificial bananas? That famous banana skirt worn by the even more famous Josephine Baker is your correct answer for number 10. A tough question to close out our first round of the quiz. Let's check in with our standings. One round into the game, we've got a tie here in sixth place with 9 points each between Hoop-de-Doo, Let's Get Some Stew, the Quizlamic State, the Blue Shells, Chi-Chi's Forever, Pieced It Together, Ghost of the Mountains, and tied for the lead right now. These teams perfect scores thus far, 10 for 10. Why Not Zoidberg, the Smurfiest Nando, We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 69, and Moose and Squirrel. All right. Great first round, everybody. Did you know that we host private events and we would absolutely love to work with you? I am the coordinator of said private events, and you can reach out to me at that email address right there, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. We host virtual events, we host in-person events, we do hybrid events as well. As you can see, we've got all kinds of different games that we offer. We are here to cater the quiz specifically to your interests. So reach out to me, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com, and we'll get something together for you. I hope to hear from you soon. Let's do it. Round two. It is in the category of, can I tell you a secret? Secret, your keyword in round number 2. We're talking secrets. Let's do it. Round 2, question number 1. The Secret Intelligence Service, which is the foreign intelligence service of the United Kingdom, is better known by what alphanumeric name? Few of you out there flipping and flopping between some different numbers here. If you put MI5, that one is not correct. That is the secret, the security service, whereas MI6 is the secret intelligence service. MI6, your correct response for number 1. Question number 2. What 2004 psychological thriller film about a writer being stalked and accused of plagiarism is based on a novella by Stephen King? That movie is called Secret Window, is your correct response. Secret Window. Tougher, 42% of you, though, still pulling off a correct response there. On to our third question in this secret round. Also known for her organic skincare products, Cora Organics, who is the only Australian woman to become a Victoria's Secret Angel? Victoria's Secret Angel. You got options. Your correct answer for number three, that Victoria's Secret angel is Miranda Kerr. Your correct response. 67% of you got it right. Question four, centered around a daydreamer, what James Thurber short story from 1939 was adapted into a 2013 movie starring Ben Stiller and Kristen Wiig? That James Thurber short story that inspired a 2013 movie is called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. 80% of you got it right. And with Kristen Wiig coming up here, let's take it back to a theme from a couple of seasons ago. You have just been
It's Saturday Night
SNL. Our next question in round two, we're talking about secrets. Here's question five. Secret is a brand of antiperspirant deodorant in the portfolio of what manufacturer? That includes other brands like Old Spice and Gillette. Secret, as well as Old Spice and Gillette, are all products made by Procter and Gamble. Is your correct answer. 67% got it right. Question number six. One famous open secret revolves around the US government acknowledging the existence of what Nevada military base that was established to test spy planes? Almost a social, but not quite. That military base to test spy planes is Area 51. 96%. Four more questions in round two. Here's number seven. The 2022 film Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore was directed by what filmmaker? His seventh time directing in the Wizarding World franchise. Undoubtedly the toughest question of the quiz thus far. Not everyone got to their submission here, maybe abstaining. Of the 41 answers that came through, only 14 teams got it right. Well done to you. It is David Yates. David Yates has directed 7 of those films. Question number 8. It was announced that the children's video game franchise Backyard Sports is making a return with characters like Stephanie Morgan and what Spanish-speaking slugger nicknamed Secret Weapon. You all are either huge Backyard Sports fans or you follow me on Instagram and knew that this was my hint of the night. Your correct answer, Backyard Sports, features the secret weapon, aka Pablo Sanchez is that character's name. 78% of you got it right. If you don't already, I encourage you, follow me. I'll help you out every single time we bring you a new quiz. The next game coming up 1 week from today. Join us here next Wednesday. Somehow it's going to be October already, the 2nd, in fact, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Also, the movie quiz returns next week, immediately following our show. So I hope to see you all 1 week from today. Let's dive right back into our secrets themed round. We are at question number 9. What children's novel by Frances Hodgson Burnett, penned in 1911, centers around the character Mary Lennox? I'm sorry to say it's not The Secret of the Ooze, but if you put The Secret Garden, you got that point, which many of you did. Well done on number 9. And we are on to our final question of round number 2. There is an existing theory that what 12th century military order with strong ties to the Crusades still exists and runs a secret conspiracy to preserve the bloodline of Jesus. The answer we were looking for with number 10 is the Knights Templar. Knights Templar, your correct response. For our final question of round number 2, we're halfway through the quiz. Checking in with our top teams at this halfway point, we've got in... What place are you in? Why is it so far over there? Let's see. Oh, there we go. 1 second. In sixth place, with 18 points, we've got the Blue Shells, tied in fourth with 19, Why Not Zoidberg and Ghost of the Mountains, and a three-way tie for the lead with perfect scores between We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 69, and Moose and Squirrel. Our third category of the evening, our final question and answer round before we move into the picture round to close out the game, is in the category of Pop, Lock, and Drop. Those are your keywords in this round. Here is number one. With a self titled brand established in 1969, what American food scientist and popcorn brand ambassador was known for sporting horn rimmed glasses and a bow tie? It's not Paul Newman, nor is it Dr. Seuss, but if you put Orville Redenbacher, you got that point. Question two. What legal drama TV series that starred Andy Griffith has been rebooted on CBS with Kathy Bates in the title role? Kathy Bates stars as Matlock is your correct answer for number two. Matlock is back. 80% of you got it right. Question three. Founded in 2007, DBX is the NASDAQ trading symbol for what file hosting service that offers cloud storage? We almost did it again, but not quite. DBX, the symbol for Dropbox, is your correct answer. We've got Pop, Lock, Drop, Drop Box. Question four. What prebiotic soda brand, which contains apple cider vinegar, was originally called Mother, but rebranded after an investment on Shark Tank? A lot of teams going with Olipop. I'm sorry, that's not correct, though it is a very similar brand. This one is called Poppy. Poppy is your correct response. So for number 4. Question number 5. Actor Joe Locke plays a mysterious teen with an interest in witchcraft on what 2024 MCU series on Disney Plus? Joe Locke of Heartstopper fame is also on Agatha All Along, is your correct response for number 5. 69% of you got it right. Question 6. The two-word title for a 2017 song by the K-pop group BTS was inspired by what emphatic gesture used in 2019 by President Barack Obama at the White House Correspondents' Dinner to close his speech? What's that two-word title? BTS were inspired to write a song based on Obama's mic drop, is your correct answer for question number 6. 4 more questions in this pop, lock, and drop themed round. Here's number 7. The 2024 documentary The Greatest Night in Pop chronicles the recording of what 1985 charity single? That charity single is We Are the World, is your correct response for number 7. On to question number 8 in round 3. What aerospace manufacturer merged with Martin Marietta in March 1994 and today are contractors for the U.S. Department of Defense, U.S. Department of Energy, and NASA? That is the Lockheed Corporation, who, with that merger, became Lockheed Martin. How'd you do? Quite well. 89% got it right. Two more questions in round three. Here's number nine. Dropsy is a buildup of fluid in the body's tissue, typically causing swelling in the legs or arms, which can also be called what word from Greek for to swell? Dropsy, also known as its less cute name, edema, is your answer for number nine. And our final question of round number three. Based on a 1938 children's book, Jim Carrey starred in a 2011 family comedy as what title character who inherits a slew of penguins? Ending here with a pop of the pop, lock, and drop theme. His name, Mr. Popper, as in Mr. Popper's Penguins. 78% got that final question right. An excellent end to round number three. We're heading into our final category of the game. Right now, we've got a tie in ninth place with 26 points between the Smurfiest Nando, the Quizlamic State, the Helsinki Syndrome, tied in ninth as well, pieced it together, tied in sixth with 27. Hurricane Gravy, the Blue Shells, and two for the drinks, two for the snacks. Tied in fourth with 28, Why Not Zoidberg and Ghost of the Mountains. In third with 29, Moose and Squirrel, and tied for the lead with perfect scores. We Drink and We Know Things 12, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. It all comes down to our final category of the game, the picture round, which tonight is in the topic of cartoon mascots. In this round, you're going to see 10 images of cartoon mascots for different brands. And your job here is to identify the brand for which these are the mascots. So on your answer sheet, you'll see all 10 images laid out next to each other, 1 through 10. And underneath those 10 numbered images are 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the brand on the corresponding numbered blank. You all have 5 minutes to work on this round. At the end of the 5 minutes, I'll go over the correct answers. Then we'll move into our final question of the night, the tiebreaker question to close out the game. Let's do it, everybody. Please name these 10 brands based on their cartoon mascots. We've done it. We've reached the halfway point of the picture round. Hope it's going well for you all out there. Reminder, looking for the brand for which these cartoons are mascots. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and we'll find out how you did. Good luck. It's happening, everyone. I'm going to start that countdown timer any moment here. If you haven't submitted your responses already, now is an excellent time to do so. Good luck. We'll see how you did in just a moment. I've got answers. Looking for the name of the brand represented by each of these cartoon mascots. Image number 1, his name, Buzz, I think. He's the mascot for specifically Honey Nut Cheerios. Your answer for number 1. Image number 2, it's Sam of Fruit Loops fame. Toucan Sam, Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops, your answer. Number 3, it's Charlie the Tuna, who represents Star-Kissed. Star-Kissed is what we're looking for there. Followed by image number 4, that is the Jolly Green Giant. And that's the brand name as well, Jolly Green Giant, or Green Giant rather. And next one, number 5, it's Pillsbury. Number 6, that's a Monopoly. Image number 7, the mascot for AOL, America Online. Image number 8, that stork represents Vlasic Pickles, Vlasic. Number 9, that's the Hawaiian Punch guy. And number 10, it's the Michelin Tires guy, Bombadon. Something like that. Bombadon? I don't know. Anyone speak French out there and know what his name is? We're on to our final question of the game. Oh my gosh, Bibendum. I knew it was something like that. Bomba John, Papa John. It's a feminine nomenon. I got some answers for you, but actually, no, I don't. I've got a score update after the tiebreaker question, which is how we always close the game here, everyone. Your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, which means, of course, you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever is closest is going to break that tie. Let's do it. Here's your question. If you were to add up the value of the bills in a standard game of Monopoly, how many total fake dollars come in that box? How much money is in a Monopoly box in dollars? If you and your team ended up as part of a tie here tonight and we're in the top 15 or so teams here this evening, we will tabulate the results of the tiebreaker question and post them over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out to see what ended up happening here tonight. And we'll see how you did on this tiebreaker in just a moment. If you were to add up all of the fake monetary units in a standard Monopoly box, you would have 20,580 Monopoly dollars. 20,580, your correct answer for that tiebreaker. We're going to check in with our final standings of the night in just a moment. Reminder, everybody, our next game is coming up 1 week from today, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. That is Wednesday, October 2nd at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And next week, stick around afterwards because the movie quiz returns. Hope you join us for both of those games. Let's head on over to the winner's circle and see what happened here tonight. Finishing up the game in, I would guess, a tie. Usually happens. For 12th place, a bunch of teams here, 35 points. We've got Swearwolves. Everybody look at my fancy beehole. Also, Team Cockroach, The Next Percolation, Platinum Stance, The Helsinki Syndrome, Chi-Chi's Forever, Team 578, and Team 578 tied in 9th with 36 points. The Smurfiest Nando, the Quizlamic State, and Pieced It Together tied in 6th with 37. Hurricane Gravy, as well as the Blue Shells, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, tied in 4th with 38 points. Why Not Zoidberg and Ghost of the Mountains. And we have a 3-way tie for the lead tonight. No perfect scores, I'm happy to report, but nearly there. We've got Moose and Squirrel, as well as We Drink and We Know Things 12 and We Drink and We Know Things 69. Thank you all so much for playing here tonight. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you so much to Peter and the rest of our writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you to Cullen for making all of this possible, and a big thanks to Murr and the rest of the Rizio team for creating the software that you all played the game on here tonight. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you next week, everybody. Until then, be well. Enjoy the fall. See you in October.